Hello Live Wires, Heather Boyd Wire here, and today it's Tip Tuesday. So I'm going to test out my new Beadsmith square Rite pliers. These are really cool. They're square and they're marked for different sizes in millimeters. I'm going to use 20 gauge wire and I'll use some beads as well. So I just cut about 12 inches of 20 gauge wire just to experiment with. And I'm going to just choose a size that I want to do. So I'll just line it up at the 4mm spot. There's a little line there. I'm going to leave a little extra for wrapping. The idea is you hold it with the pliers and then you push it with your finger, and you'll see there's a line there that you can follow. This is very similar to the technique I usually use when I bend wire. I hold it with my pliers and I push with my finger. So you can rotate it and push it over again, and then from there you can remove it and then just rotate the pliers around so it's in that spot, and then just do the same thing, just push it again here, and then I'm going to remove it from the pliers and I want to bend it up. So once we've done the complete square, I'm just going to hold it in place and then take this shorter end and wind it around. Now you don't have to do it that way. The demo that they gave on YouTube, I'll link up that video, they actually just cut it flush, and if you do that you can use even a thicker wire and hammer it so it'll stay in place. But this is a way to do it that this wire is going to be a little bit more solid. So you have a couple of choices. You can just clip it in there flush, or you could wind it a little bit more. So if we're going to cut it flush, just get your cutters in there, give it a little cut, and then get your regular flat pliers and just push it down so it's flush, and you can just pinch that a bit. And then from there we want to bend that one up. So if you're not sure, you can always put it back on the pliers to make sure this line doesn't get distorted, and then push it straight up. Give it a good firm push, and there you have a nice little square. And then from there you can put on a bead, and we want to push it out to do another square. So we're going to just push it to the side, hold that in place, push it to the side, and then if you want to do a bigger size, you can always decide what size you want to do. Say you want to do the 6. So just bring it in here to the 6mm mark. Make sure it's lined up. So line it up at that mark and then push it along the line that you have here. And then you could remove this, rotate it. So this is at the 6mm mark. And then push it again, cross that line, and then rotate it again to the 6, and then push it again there. So now you have your complete square, and then if you want to wind it around there, just push this over here, push this here, make sure it's really snug. This one here is over, so we want the same thing to happen over here. So we're going to actually have to hop over the bead and then make sure it's pulled nice and tight. Make sure it's lined up with that line there for the 6mm. Just shove it down there if you have to, and then just really pull, tug, and bring that around. And then you can remove it. You can get your little nippers, clip that, and then if you can't get in with your flat pliers, just use your needle nose pliers, push it in, and there you have a very funky little, more geometric link that can be used as a bracelet link, or it could also be used as a earring. If you want there to be a little bit of space to twist the wire around, just get some fine round nose pliers and just bend it over so that way it has a little more space. And then we can get these pliers again. Now if you want to do the 6mm again, just slide it in there, line it up at the 6, and push it across that line, rotate it, and push it across there, rotate it again, and push it across there. And then you can just take this and wind it around a full turn and around to the front again. And then you'll see it just has a slightly different effect. It has a little twist on there. So now we're going to clip that one, and we'll do one without a twist with the larger wire. So this is the 18 gauge wire, and we just cut the end flush. We'll stick it right in where the 4mm is. You'll see the wire will just go to the edge, and you'll see the line there, and we're just going to bend it, like give it a good bend, give it a good push, and then we're going to rotate it where the 4mm is, and again push it, give it a good push, and then we're going to remove it again, rotate it, and then give it another good push. So that way you have it just arranged like that. If you have to push it in a little bit more, you can push it a little bit more. You can even hammer it on here if you like. So we're going to remove that, and then you want to bend it out at a right angle. So just stick your pliers in here towards the end so you can see where the end is, and just give it a little straight bend up. And see, that has a little bit more of a clean finish. It's thicker wire, so it'll hold its shape. And then we're going to put this one on there, and I'll bend it up, and we'll get the 6mm. So we're going to find the mark for the 6mm there. So now we're going to do it for the 6mm. So just put it right in there. Make sure you line up the wire with the line of the 6mm, and then you're just going to push it down, and then to pull it up, rotate it, make sure it lines up still, and push it. Same thing, make sure it's like a nice sharp bend, lift, rotate it, line it up at the line, and then just bring it right in, give it a good push, and then you can remove it. And then we want to close up that square if it got a little bit distorted, so just bring it around, close it up. So just push it against that wire so there's not so much space, and then you can cut it flush. So we're just going to bring it around here, just cut it flush, and then you can just take this and either with your fingers or your pliers and just push it right in there. So that makes a cleaner look, and it'll hold its shape because this is 18 gauge, it's thicker, or you can give it a little hammer to make sure it stays stiff. And then you can put some earring hooks on these to make some very simple earrings. To make a ring, we're going to use the 20 gauge wire. I'm going to start in the middle. I'm just going to go near the end of this one. It's going to be about 4mm, and so just always hold it in the same position. Start it around there, and then we want to form a square. So just come around and around and bring this one underneath, and then do a couple of twists. 1, 2, and then we're going to bring it out and then back in here. So make sure you hold it in about the same position, and then bring this one that way and that one that way. Give it a good push, and then we'll do a twist again. 1, 2. We'll do one more. It's going to measure about 2 1/4 inches. So we're going to go that way, and then this one underneath. We'll just give it a single twist for now. And then this is going to be your ring, so we'll put it around the ring cone. You could stagger it and just make a longer wire piece, or you can clip it and put a little bead in between. So if you're going to clip it, just bend this straight up instead of twisting it, and then take this one and just bring it around and cut it flush. So we'll just give that one a flush cut. And then we're going to squish that one in there. Make sure that's pinched so it doesn't slip. We're going to put that one on there and then attach it in here. So to do that, you're just going to take your round pliers, bend that back a little bit, give it a little clip so it can go through that one, and just bring it in there. Once it's through the first square, just pull it with the needle nose pliers, bring it around, give it a good little tug, pinch it a bit if you have to, and then we'll just give that a little clip. And you can pinch that one in there so it's hidden. And then now just get your ring form. This one ended up being a little bit big. You can always do one less of those squares if you like, and just push it in to adjust it. And then that's almost like a thumb ring with the little squares. This one I'm just giving it a single twist rather than a double, so we're just going to hold it here. So this one I'm just giving it a single twist, so we're just going to go like, just hold it near the end and just give it like a single twist, and then we're going to do one more. So that one is going over, under, and we're just going to give it a single twist. And I'm only going to do 5 this time because I don't want it to be too big. You'll see the twists are a little looser, makes a different effect. We'll do one more, so we're just going to hold it near the end, bring this one under, and then just give it a single twist. And from there, we can take our ring cone, bring it around, and then you can add a bead or not. You can just clip both of the ends and then take these and just slide them into there, put it here, just tighten it up a little bit, and then from there you can bring this one over and that one over, and then we're going to clip these so they're flush. So now remove this, give this one a little bit of a tug down, clip it, and this one too. Sometimes I just grab it with my cutters and give it a little clip, and then you can pinch that one in and pinch that one in just to close the space. Put it back on the ring cone to adjust it. You could hammer that end down a little bit if you have to, but that's pretty well going to be at the back. And there you have a very funky squared twist ring. So thanks so much for watching the video. Give it a big thumbs up if you liked it. Be sure to subscribe to my channel for lots more wire art and jewelry making videos. Hit the notification bell to be notified when I go live and when I post new videos. And if you'd like to share photos of your wire art and jewelry, be sure to join the Wire Makers Club on Facebook. And if you'd like to check out my work on Etsy, my husband and I specialize in custom wedding cake toppers and funky jewelry. I also have a mailing list, so if you'd like to sign up below, I'll send you my Wire Art Essentials ebook. So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you the next time.